Yo, what's up? I'm back with another fantasy football video for Losers Chugs Forever. It is week 11. This is the power rankings. I got Juan this week. What's up, Juan?
What's up? What's up?
All right, let's jump right into it, man. We got a new number 10 this week. A new number 10. It's not
Ooh,
Jacob. It's
ooh.
Dane.
Mm-hmm.
Down three spots
Yeah.
from last week. Still winless. Wide receiver six is Drake London. He's the first official team eliminated from the playoffs. Um, he had a very, very, very tough season. But I hope he doesn't give up the rest of the way. Just because I want him to play the role of spoiler, because that's his role now, is to play spoiler for teams who are on the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, tough break. And he, every week there's a new injury, and not like, oh, like a twisted ankle. He has, what, two torn ACLs. Garrett Wilson just re aggravated his knee again. He's just got real bad luck. I don't know what he did to who, but man, it's tough.
Yeah. I will say that don't give up because you are still one game away from being out of doing the having to do a punishment. So you just gotta win one. You still have that point lead on Jacob. So
Yeah, and a big point lead. He's got almost 200 points on him.
yeah,
I mean,
he just
if
needs
he
one
just
game.
steals one and him and Jacob have the same results the rest of the way, Jacob can't pass him.
Yeah,
It's almost impossible at this point.
yeah. All right. At the nine, it's not Jacob. It's Xander. Down one spot from last week. Running back three, Devon Chain. Tight end nine, Dalton Kincaid. Um, it sucks that the Seahawks killed the Cardinals this week because like I was looking at Sam Darnold's points and I was like, damn, did he have a shitty game? The man went 10 for 12. Like it wasn't even a shitty game. They just didn't have to throw the ball. So it shame that he had to deal with that killing game because I think he would have stole one. I think he was playing John. If he actually had a real production, he would have stole that game.
Yeah, agreed. I think if that wasn't a blowout, and I think they had two special teams touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
Really,
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'm almost positive. And like when that happens, and I think they were early too. So he just had a bad hand dealt to him because you're not going to win with your quarterback scoring 10 points.
When Darnold normally scores 30, 28 to 30,
Exactly.
yeah, he would have. He got cheated
All
this
he
week.
needed was 8.6 more. He wouldn't
Yep.
have even needed Darnold to break 20
Yeah.
to have beaten John, which
Tough
is
loss.
crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say he is one game out of the last playoff spot, so he is one of our bubble teams. All right, next guy, Jacob, at the eighth spot. Congratulations, you moved up two spots. QB1, yes, I said QB1 is Drake May. Um, I just have a question. You can answer for him or he can answer in our group chat. Why is he starting likely over Auden, bro? Like I understand like Auden got him like a few donuts throughout the season, but he's more productive than likely. I'm just
Yeah, agreed. Especially right now. I mean, the thing though, which I kind of get, likely is more likely for a breakout game. We saw it last year. I mean, he had a couple times where he just went absolutely nuts. So I get it in that sense because Jacob almost needs like Hail Marys to win against most of these teams, unfortunately.
yeah.
Um, but I feel like at this point, Otten's getting enough targets, especially with Mike Evans out too. Or I mean, he had what, 12 targets last week?
Yeah.
So I think it's time to toss him in there and see what he does. And with Jacob's luck, he'll probably put up a donut. But I mean, what can you do then?
Hey, he's only 4 games out of the last playoff spot. Only 4 games out, man. I think there's 5 weeks left, so you know.
4 games and a lot of points.
All right, at our seventh spot, Aaron up 2 spots from last week. Also, QB4 Josh Allen, QB7 Matthew Stafford, running back 10 mid-week trade Rico Dowdle, and then on his bench QB9 Caleb Williams. The Rico Dowdle trade is clearly paying off for him already. He moved up in the rankings, in the power rankings, and in the standings. He currently holds the fifth seed. He's one game away from being 2 to 4 seed, and a game away from being out of the playoffs. So I think that Rico trade is very good for him. You were texting me you didn't like him giving up the first, but hey man, he get that extension. I think he did the good thing.
I still disagree there. I think there's a big gap in the values, but um, I, I mean, it's paying off. I think Rico will be a good addition to his team because now he's got a solid second running back, and doesn't have to rely on Aaron Jones, which hasn't been doing horrible since he got back, but also not anything crazy.
Yeah.
Um, I think him trading for Dowdle is definitely going to help him get in the playoffs, which sucks because that's the one person I don't want to play in the playoffs because I can never fucking beat the team.
Yeah, that's your kryptonite, man. He's trying to sneak in there to ruin your Cinderella season, bro.
I'm to my Cinderella season. There ain't no fucking Cinderella here. I'm struggling. I'm limping.
All right, at the sixth spot, staying at the sixth spot, we got Daniel, QB3 Justin Herbert, wide receiver 8 Michael Pittman, tight end 6 Dallas Goddard, and coming back from bye, tight end 5 Travis Kelsey. Hey, that Kyle guy, he scored a touchdown this week from the Bears. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm just saying he scored.
Boom. Oh, Manunga?
Yeah, I don't know how to say his last name, so I just call him that Kyle guy. Um,
Yeah.
Geno Smith and DJ Moore injury doesn't seem too serious, so they should be good. Bucky Irvin was ruled out Monday night, which sucks. So, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bucky being out and them not putting him on IR has really chapped my ass. Because, like, what are you doing at this point? Throw him on IR and let him actually heal if there's any question. I'm not too concerned about that Kyle guy because he didn't get, I think he got 33% of the touches and Swift got 66% of them.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried. It sucks that he's got breakout tendencies and could very easily take over a game, and that could screw me. But
Ben Johnson coming from Detroit, he wants that Gibbs and Montgomery duo. So I think you guys are both set. If Ben Johnson gets what he wants, Swift and that Kyle guy is gonna go off together.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like together, they're not. It's not gonna be one going off another one. I think they're gonna go off together.
Yeah, if the offense really clicks, I think it's got a chance. Obviously, not to the level of Gibbs and Monty because they're not the same style of running backs, like or quality, but
yeah,
same idea.
Well, he's only 214.08 points away from the 6th seed. He is also a bubble team, but he's on the outside looking in right now.
Yeah, I think he needs some dominoes to fall his way.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
But I mean, there is a very good chance that we can't really predict who's going to be in the playoffs right now.
No, not at all.
There's 8 teams that could easily be in.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right, the 5th guy we have Zach. Running back 7, James Cook. Wide receiver 4, Puka Nacua. Wide receiver 9, still in the top 10, Chris Olave. Tight end 8, Laporta. Running back 9, Kyron Williams. Coming back from bye, QB 10, Dak Prescott. And on his bench, tight end 7, Juwan Johnson. I just gotta say, the only thing I have to say about Zach this week, because I don't want to like shit on him for him losing like that against Will, but Dylan Gabriel was his top scoring quarterback this week. That's ugly, bro. That is disgusting.
And then he dropped him.
He dropped Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah, for Blake Corum.
What the hell? Somebody better go pick. Yeah. Whoever quarterback.
You got number 2, and I'm not grabbing him, so you might as well.
No, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I have enough backup quarterbacks. I don't need him.
Yeah.
I don't got the space for him.
Well, I'll say this about Zach. He was giving me crap saying that he's gonna, since he when we were playing last week, he said as long as he beats me, he thinks he's gonna win it all. There's nobody else that's gonna beat him, and then he loses to Will. It's just like you said you were gonna run the table, bro. You didn't run the table.
Right, and he's also got 5 losses already. What does he mean nobody else could beat him?
Yeah. Well, he's currently the sixth seed. He's the last team into the playoff. He's one game out from being the fifth seed, so there's that for him.
I think he's got a solid team. I don't necessarily think that it's all that like he thinks, but maybe I've got some bias in me. Who knows? Um, but we'll see. I think um, it'll be interesting to see where he ends up in the standings because he could jump all the way up to 2, 3, maybe even 1, depending.
Yeah.
But he could also drop down to 7, 8, and I could see it going both ways just because he has, I think his kryptonite or his downfall or his uprising is Dallas. If they do good, he's good. If they don't, he might be fucked because he's
Yeah.
got 3 of their players.
Well, no,
He's
two.
got,
Two now. He traded away
oh, yeah, that's
Javante.
right.
Yeah, so he has
I,
CD and
I
Dak.
forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not as much then. I think he'll make the playoffs still, but it'll be interesting. He's got the points too, which will help him.
Yeah. All right. At the fourth, we have the reigning defending champ John.
Who?
QB5 Daniel Jones, running back 5 B John Robinson, wide receiver 1 Jackson Smith in Jimbo. Whatever. Also he's part of the Rico trade. He got George Kittle from that trade and the first round pick. That's also paying off for him. Kittle took off, I say this week. So very very solid trade. I say this is like the first time both teams have benefited back to back right away for the trade that they dealt.
Yeah, agreed. I think that was, I mean, very smart move on John's end, and I would never have been able to say no if I was getting Kittle and a first for Dowdle.
Yeah.
Like there's no shot, even if Dowdle was RB1 take. Because I mean, Kittle just dropped 26 points, and he could do that any given week. I think Kittle's still a solid tight end, and he's old, but he'll get him through the year at very minimum, and he'll be a solid option to rely on till the end of the year.
Well, John currently sits at the third seed, I believe. He's 220.68 points away from the second seed.
That don't surprise me one bit, one damn bit.
Alright. At the three spot, we have Will, QB8, Jalen Hurts, QB6, Bo Nix, running back 4, Jameer Gibbs, wide receiver 10, Emeka Mbuka, tight end 2, Tyler Warren, and coming back from bye, running back 8, Javonte Williams. Darts got concussed this past week. And the reports today, I don't think he's playing because they're saying Winston's going to play against the Packers. So I think he's going to be fine, though, at QB. He has Hurts and Nix, unless Bo Nix shits the bed again in back-to-back weeks. Gibbs, monster game after that 5-point outing for him last week. So great. I think big win for Will, beating Zach and pushing him up, giving him that lead over Zach.
Yeah, agreed. I do not know what's going on with Bo Nix, though. I was talking to somebody at work who I talked to about fantasy, and he doesn't even seem like he's doing that bad, like in real life. And
Yeah.
then you go look at the stats, 13 points this week.
Yeah.
You know, like, but then a couple weeks ago, he went and dropped 55.
Yeah.
It's just inconsistent, but I think Will's got a solid team. I think that trade for Javante will definitely help him.
I
Obviously,
think.
now he's got solid running back 2. But now RJ Harvey also will get the start for at least the next 3-4 weeks, it looks like. So we'll see. Yeah, I think his team's gonna be pretty solid down the stretch here. I have a feeling.
Well, he's currently the fourth seed. He's 60.42 points away from being the third seed. So if him and John both win this coming up week, I think Will's gonna overtake him just because I think Will scores more than John.
Yeah, I think if if they stay neck and neck and have the same results each week, Will eventually pass them because Will does right now score more.
Yeah.
And just I think he'll end up passing them. Um, I don't know if will catch up or anybody really will catch up to you or I in points because we've got I'm looking at it now basically at least 200 on everyone, but
Yeah.
I think every all the other points for are still obtainable for the people that are neck and neck, I'd say.
Yeah. And at the 2 spots we have you. Running back 2, Christian McCaffrey. Tight end 1, Trey McBride. Coming back from bye this week, Jamar Chase, wide receiver 2. Also returning from bye, wide receiver 5, George Pickens. Or is that 8? I don't know. My handwriting sucks clearly. And on the bench, you had tight end 10 still, Zach Ertz. I was looking when I was writing my script, or my report, I should say. I was looking at your games, and I was like, damn, Brock Brock Bowers didn't do shit. And then
Yeah, nothing.
I saw Trey McBride. I was like, oh my god, lol. There it goes.
Honestly, the blessing to my team is Kyler Murray getting benched or
Yes,
quote unquote
yes,
putting on IR.
yeah,
Because I mean, Trey Brissett loves to feed McBride. He got 13 targets last game. So that really helps. Brock Bowers put up a dud after scoring 44 points. He scores 4. So that's really fucking cool. Um, Sucks for me, but luckily I was playing Jacob, so it luckily did not really matter because I almost beat him by 100. Didn't score too much, but
Also, other news about your team. Purdy is in the wait and see phase, whatever that means.
I'm sick of him. He's
But
staying on the
yeah,
bench.
we know, Shanahan wants Mac Jones over Purdy. You have a say. Do you want Mac Jones or do you want Purdy? Because you have both.
I want Purdy.
You rather
I
have
think
Purdy?
Purdy. I would, yeah. Well, Mac Jones is playing well right now, but if Purdy's healthy, I think Purdy's obviously a better quarterback. But for fantasy, I think they both produce the same.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's indifferent. I'm indifferent. I think partially because I have both of them. Um, so it doesn't necessarily matter to me, but I also haven't played Mac Jones much, just because I like Mariota better, but I've lost some points by doing that a couple times now.
Well,
But I've
ignoring.
still won.
Yep, you're still winning. Ignoring points, you're only 1 game away from being the 1 seed. Because I don't need to do the math yet until that happens. But yeah.
It's 103 points, 102.8 actually.
All right, 102.8 plus a game, and then you'll be the
Yeah,
one
so
seed.
I don't think I'll catch you. I think I'll get close. Um, but I this week would be my week to make up some good ground just
Yeah.
because Jonathan Taylor's alien ass isn't playing. Um, so I think this week, if I beat you and make some ground up, I'll feel a little better. Um, but I would have liked to be a little closer at this point, just because your team scores just as much as mine does, and if not more. So it'll be tough for me to pass you unless you have a bad week and I have a really good week or something,
Yeah. All right, at the
which I
one.
wouldn't mind.
Sorry, at the one spot, it's me. Josh Jacobs, running back 6. RB1, Jonathan Taylor. Wide receiver 3, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Wide receiver 7, Devontae Adams. Coming back from byes, QB2, Patrick Mahomes. And tight end 3, Jake Ferguson. I'm just a little pissed that Travion Henderson finally has a great game, and now he's so-called hurt.
He
Allegedly.
got no. I think he's cleared now.
He's cleared.
Um,
Okay, but when I was writing my little report, I was just like, of course he's hurt.
no, I think just earlier, just like an hour or two ago, yeah, he's cleared to play. Ramondre's out too.
Oh,
Um,
thank God. Thank God.
yeah, so he'll play. I think that's going to be a big boost for you because I was honestly hoping he didn't play because then you had a different choice to make, and now I think the choice is made for you. You obviously have to play Travion Henderson. So
Yes, yes, I do. this
I
week.
mean, unless you want to trade him to me, but
No, I don't really want to. I
you
don't.
sure?
Yeah. Also, I have another injury report for me is Devonta Adams. He's been my consistent player, my consistent 20, but it doesn't look too serious, so I think that should be fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think I saw that McVay said that he would have gone back in if it was a closer game.
yeah.
Um, I wouldn't be too concerned there. Um, Not many big names on the injury report this week, really. There's some big buys, but question for you: are you really playing Jordan Love over Patrick Mahomes?
See, I was debating on that, right? So,
That's a
uh,
tough. It's tough.
yeah, it's tough. Patrick Mahomes, for some reason, in divisional games, does not show up how I want him to show up.
Yeah,
Like when he plays the Chargers, when he plays the Broncos, it's not it. When it's the Raiders, he shows up because it's the Raiders. But I don't know what it is with those two teams. I wanted to start Mahomes, but Broncos have a good defense, and then Love is allegedly playing the Giants. So I'm gonna go with Love, but that's
interesting.
I
That it's a tough one.
yeah.
I don't know which way I'd go. But I was looking at your roster and I was like,
I-
I I I would have been torn too. I still don't know
yeah,
because like you said, I mean Denver's defense
it's
is
not
real good,
yeah.
and the Giants are the Giants.
But
So
it's
it's
all on
almost
Matt
like
Lafleur. It's all on Matt
right. It's
Lafleur.
almost like a strategy
Yeah.
play, obviously, but we'll see. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
All right, let's review this. I have me at 1, you at 2, Will at 3, John at 4, Zach at 5, Daniel at 6, Aaron at 7, Jacob at 8, Xander at 9, and Dane is 10. What would you change here?
I hate to leave Dane at 10 because I really don't think his team is the worst team in the league, but he's the first one out of the playoffs, so it's kind of hard to not put him there. I think the rankings are pretty rock solid this week. Jack, Zach, and John, I think could possibly flip flop. Maybe in another week they might. But other than that, I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah. All right. Any message to your league mates?
My only message is to you, and it's that I hope you lose this week.
You know what? I expect that from my biggest hop, and I'm cheering against you too.
In all the leagues I play you in, I'm cheering against you this week.
I hope you lose in chop too, bro.
Nah, I hope you lose in chops.
That's mean. That's mean. I worked
Well,
very hard for that team.
cry about it.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.